And good morning, Lesotho. Good afternoon, Lesotho. What a fantastic privilege this is to deliver a quiz internationally. I mean, that's just the best way to start December, I think. So I'm super excited about that. Let me now share my screen. Okay. Tell me when you can see the quiz. Are we good?
Yeah, all good.
Wonderful, fantastic. Then I shall begin. So I hope you've got your pen and paper ready. I'm joined this morning by Tim Tom, the orangutan, who is kind of like the mascot of the size of Wales. And he's joining us for the quiz as well. So before I start, let me just tell you a little bit about the size of Wales, Mount Cymru, what we do, and what we're excited about. So it's going to be no surprise that we are super excited about rainforests. We think they are the most special places on planet Earth, and we spend lots of time talking to schools about how incredible they are, and also working with communities around the world to help restore some of those special places. And just to cover why we think they are so incredible, of course, they are places that are absolutely jam-packed with biodiversity. We'll find more of our biodiversity stuffed into these rainforests than any other place on Earth. And that makes them incredibly important and incredibly special. But also, we know that they are huge climate regulators. They are stabilizing our planet's climate, not just because, of course, they absorb all of that carbon dioxide, that problem gas that we all know we have at the moment, but also because they are massive pumps as well for the world's fresh water. So it's believed that the Amazon alone is holding half of the world's rainwater, and that's really important because, of course, you know, water, just like oxygen, is essential to life, and they're kind of recycling around that water and holding it where we need them to kind of holding it, refeeding our rivers and lakes with all of that fresh water. So they're really, really special on a global level for their wildlife and for the role they play in stabilizing our climate. But they're also like the world's pharmacy. So 25%, a quarter of all of the medicine that we use around the world has once come from a rainforest. And believe it or not, we've only really investigated 1% of the plants that have provided us with all of those medicines. Just 1%. Imagine if we could understand and study the other 99% of the plants within those rainforests. Imagine what cures we might find. And let's not forget food. Most of the food, the fresh fruits and vegetables that we're eating around the world have once come from rainforests as well. So they are super important and super, super special places. And that's rainforests. So where do we find these rainforests? Well, we find them on that equator line. So we know that the equator is the place where the world is warmest, where it's closest to the sun. All of that fantastic energy coming from the sun, beating down on that equator line. And that, combined with the colossal amounts of water that are falling as rain, provide the perfect environment for rainforests to flourish. So we've got three big areas of rainforest that we talk to schools about. We've got the mighty Amazon rainforest, the largest of the rainforests that you find on planet Earth. In the center there, we've got the Congo rainforest, which is a relative baby in terms of age, just 11,000 years old. And then on the other side of the world, the home of the orangutan, found nowhere else on the planet, the oldest of the rainforests, an enormous 120 million years old. And what animal was roaming the world 120 million years old years ago, but the dinosaurs? So really, really incredibly special places on the earth. So that's a bit about the rainforests themselves and the way the size of Wales works with communities around the world. I've just given a few examples of some of the work that Size of Wales is involved in. So taking an example from Kenya, the Bore Community Forest Project is working with a community that's already feeling the effects of climate change. Longer periods of drought than the communities are used to, followed by a kind of a deluge of water. And when you have a sudden flash flood on a very, very dry area of land, that can be very destructive to community homes. And forests help to bind the land. They help to absorb the rain when it falls very suddenly on dry land. But some of those forests have been degraded. So Size of Wales is working with the local communities to replant some of those forests and to provide livelihoods, or work with communities to consider livelihoods that can also help sustain local communities. So that's the work in Kenya. We're working with the Wampis in Peru, so that's in the Amazon rainforest. Now, one of the really important things about rainforests is they also contain millions of people that call the rainforest their home. They are indigenous communities, and one of those communities is the Wampis in the Amazon. And the Size of Wales is working with that community to really kind of reinforce their governance structure, so empowering them, helping them to establish more power, if you like, in the face of companies that would otherwise like to come in and exploit those forests for the resources. So helping them to kind of keep their hold on that forest really, really strong, because it's understood that indigenous communities work in complete harmony with forests. They really understand what the rest of us have yet to learn of how to live truly sustainably. So it's working with those communities is really, really important to Size of Wales for many, many reasons. And then in Borneo, working with partners in Borneo to help reforest orangutan habitat. So working with communities to help restore the places where orangutans can be found and improve their habitat. So that's how we work, but I know that we are all here really for the quiz. So without further ado, have we got our pens and papers ready? And we can all begin. Give me a big thumbs up if you are ready to start the quiz. Are we all good to go? Excellent. Right, let's begin. So the first round is called, What is My Name? Okay, there you can see a rather strange looking frog. So what name do we give that frog? I mean, look at how bizarre it is. Look, you can see almost right through to all of those organs that are inside. Do we call that frog the skinny frog? What do you think, Tim Tom? Skinny frog? Okay, let's look at the next option. The jacooty frog. Is it the jacooty frog, the glass frog, or the translucent frog? Okay, so your options again: the skinny frog, the jacooty frog, the glass frog, or the translucent frog. Okay, we're going to move straight on to the answer after each question. So with your best marker pen, let's give yourselves a big tick or a cross depending. The answer is the glass frog. I can see lots of clapping going on there. Excellent. Right, the glass frog. Quite clearly, because you can see right through that incredible animal, and you can see there that little frog sat on someone's fingernail. So it's actually a really tiny animal as well, but quite amazing that you can see almost straight through it. and that creature is found in the Amazon rainforest. Okay, the next question, a rather strange looking ape we have before us. Is this monkey a large-nosed baboon, a proboscis monkey, a mandrill, or a sniffer ape? Do you think, Tim Tom? I think Tim Tom might know the answer to this one. I think this might be found where Tim Tom is found too. Okay, have we all written something down? Are we ready for the answer? Here we go. Drum roll, Tim Tom. The answer is the proboscis monkey. Okay, let's have another look at that creature. The proboscis monkey is found in Southeast Asia on the island of Borneo. It's a curious creature because it also has webbed feet and hands, which is quite unique in the monkey world. And so it's actually a really brilliant swimmer and feeds in the mangroves and is the king of the swimmers out of all of the monkeys, as opposed to the king of the swingers. Okay, question number 3. Is the creature you see before you an ocelot, an Amazonian wild cat, a margay, an oncilla? Okay, an ocelot, an Amazonian wild cat, a margay, or an oncilla? Okay, are we ready? Shall we give a drum roll? Have we all written down an answer? The answer is, ooh, excuse me there, the ocelot. Okay, so the ocelot, the territory, the range of the ocelot, all the way through Central America and down into the Amazon rainforest as well. And that gorgeous, you can see that person there stood with that ocelot just for the scale, just to see it's quite a small cat. So that's the ocelot. Okay, moving on to the next question in this round. Do we see the creature before us? Is it a ghost butterfly, a window butterfly, a glass-winged butterfly, or a shadow butterfly? What do we think to that one? A ghost butterfly, a window butterfly, I can see both of those, a glass-winged butterfly, or a shadow butterfly. Quite an incredible creature because those wings are pretty much see-through. Okay, have we all written down an answer? Let's go in for the result. It is the glass-winged butterfly. How did we do on that? I can see one class. Was that a, did we do well on that question? I think I could have guessed any one of those, to be honest. Look at that glass-winged butterfly. Of course, if you have translucent or see-through wings, then it's going to be incredibly good for your disguise, for blending into your environment. And that creature is found in Central and South America as well, the glass-winged butterfly. Okay, so after round 1, I can't hear any sound. I would love to give a test of like, how are we doing? I can see a year 6 group. Yeah, you're putting your hands up. Are you doing well, year 6? You're the only one I can see on my screen. So yeah, I'm loving that. Okay, I'm loving all the thumbs up. Excellent. Round 2 then. Everything to play for. Remarkable rainforest creatures. Okay, so in this round, we're going to look at some incredible creatures and we're going to look at their special skills and see if we can identify what makes them pretty unique. So you can obviously see before you a jaguar, but the jaguar has a special skill. What is that special skill? Can it swim? Can it survive for 2 weeks without any food? Can it mimic the sound of its prey? Or is it the fact that it can't smell? Can it swim, survive for 2 weeks without food, mimic the sound of its prey? Or is its special skill that it can't smell? Okay. Give you a few more seconds, and then let's go in for the answer. The answer is, of course, it can swim. Okay, so well done on that question if you managed to get that one right. Okay, so let's move on. Now, a very strange looking creature here, slightly stripy, almost deer-like. Looks like it could be a cross between two different animals, maybe a zebra and a deer. It's called an okapi, but it has a special skill. Now, what is the special skill of the okapi? Can it grasp using its tail? Only a short little tail there, but does the tail do something quite special? Can it clean its ears with its tongue? Now that would be a pretty cool skill if you could do that. Can you clean your ears with your tongue? I don't want to know. Okay. Can it leap up 2 meters high? Or can it walk on its hind legs? Okay. Can it grasp using its tail? Can it clean its ears with its tongue? Can it leap up 2 meters high, or can it walk on its hind legs? Okay, let's go in. How about a drum roll for this one? This is quite an exciting one, isn't it? Tim Tom, ready? The answer is, it can actually clean its ears with its tongue. That is mind-blowing. Look at that massive long tongue, and that would probably be quite an important skill, wouldn't it? To keep your ears nice and clean so you can listen out for all of those predators. Now this creature is actually found in the Congo. Okay, I said it looked like a combination of a deer and a zebra. It's actually the relative of the giraffe. So there we are. There is the okapi cleaning its ears with its tongue. Okay, now we've got a giant anteater. Now a giant anteater has no, what does it have? No claws. I think that picture might be giving that one away. Does it have no claws? Does it have ears but no sense of hearing? Does it have no jawbone? Or does it have no teeth? So a giant anteater, does it have no claws, no hearing, no jawbone, or no teeth? Okay. Do you think they've all written down something now? Should we go for the answer? Yes, let's go for the answer. Okay, the drum roll from Tim Tom. The answer is, they have no teeth. Amazing. No need for any teeth when you have a tongue that looks like it might be 1/2 meter long. And that tongue, of course, is used to delve deep into those termite mounds and suck out all of those termites and ants. So there we go. An anteater, no teeth, but a very long, sticky tongue. Okay. Next question. What is unusual about the Honduran white bat? So there you've got a picture of the Honduran white bat. But what is unusual about it? Does it sleep in a tent that it made from a leaf? That's a pretty cool skill, isn't it? It's like the Bear Grylls bat, isn't it? A Honduran white bat. Does it sleep in a tent made from a leaf? Does it hunt during the day? Can it fly backwards? That's pretty cool as well. Or can it swim? Okay. Does it sleep in a tent made from a leaf? Does it hunt during the day? Can it fly backwards? Or can it swim? The answer is, it sleeps in a tent that it makes from a leaf. How incredible. So look, it nibbles away at the leaf until the leaf collapses, and then the bats huddle underneath and keep themselves nice and camouflaged. and hidden away until it's time to go hunting. So there we are, the amazing talents of the Honduran white bat. Who knew? Okay, so that was it. That was the round 2, the amazing qualities of amazing animals. So we're now on to round 3. We're going to look at our amazing plants. Okay, so on we go. That looks like something from outer space. Look at that enormous flower. Let's learn a little bit more. This is the Rafflesia plant, and it is special because what makes a Rafflesia, also known as a corpse flower, just to give you a little hint there, what is so special about a Rafflesia? Okay, can they eat and digest mice and rats? Okay, so are they carnivorous plants? Are they the largest flower on planet Earth?
Oh, yes.
Do they flower once every 100, I think that's days, but I've got pictures covering the answer there, or the word. Or do they smell of rotten meat? Okay, so are they horribly stinky? Do they flower once every 100 days, I think? Are they the largest flower on the earth? Or do they eat and digest meat? Okay. Drum roll, please, then, Tim Tom. Let's find out what the answer to this one is. The answer is B and D. Okay, slight trick question in there because there were 2 answers to that. I would love to see if anyone got the 2 answers. Put your hands up if you knew that. Oh, I can only see a few pictures, but I can see some hands going up. That's brilliant. Well done. They are, of course, the largest flower on planet Earth. And that name, the corpse flower, gives us an indication as to why, because they smell of rotten meat. And that is the way that they attract flies that help pollinate those flowers. So well done if you got both answers to that question. Okay. The Jabuticaba tree, hope I'm getting the pronunciation of that right. Okay. What are the black lumps on that tree? Are they the fruit of the Jabuticaba tree? Are they a type of beetle that's feeding on the tree? So if you've got that on a nice big screen, you might be able to take a closer look to see whether you think it's a type of beetle on that tree. Is it the spawn or the eggs of a tree frog that might have found that tree and decided it was a great place to lay its eggs? Or is it a type of poisonous fungi? Okay, so take a closer look. I think Tim Tom's taking a closer look to see whether he can figure out what that is on that tree. Think you've got an answer, Tim Tom? Okay, right. So let's go in for the answer. The answer is A. It's actually the fruit of the tree. So the fruit is growing all over the tree itself. So well done if you got the answer to that. A little closer look. I've never tried this fruit. A fruity sweet flavor similar to a grape. So a little more flowery, a little more aromatic. It sounds absolutely delicious and I would love to try it. Okay, so there we are. That's what it tastes like. Question number 11. Okay, look at this sinister looking plant. This plant is actually called the Fang pitcher plant. So you can see those big fangs there lurching over the sort of ominous looking hole of that pitcher plant. But what's its special talent? Does it collect and save water? Does it capture and digest insects? Does it capture small birds and mice to eat? Or does it explode to scatter its seeds? So, what is it using that big bulbous jug for? Is it collecting and saving water? Is it capturing and digesting insects? Is it capturing something even bigger, a bird or a mouse? Or does that burst out and scatter all the seeds around? I think any of those answers are pretty feasible answers to me. What do you think, though? Let's go in for the answer. Okay, Tim Tom, let's have a drum roll. The answer is B. It is capturing and digesting insects. So those big fangs, alluding to the fact that maybe it was capturing kind of something bigger, birds and mice, but on this occasion, just insects. But it is, of course, a carnivorous plant, so it is getting its nutrients from insects that it devours, digests in that fluid that it keeps in that jug-like receptacle. Okay, the fanged pitcher plant. There we go. Oh, so now we've got question 12, the corkentillo plant. Okay, this plant is special because, okay, so let's have a quick look at that picture. Okay, that lovely long stem in the middle, these big green luscious leaves. What have we got then? Is it that it has antiseptic qualities? Okay, so we've already learned, haven't we, that 1% of plants that we've actually explored are giving us these incredible benefits. So this is one of those plants, clearly. But does it have antiseptic qualities? Can it treat digestion problems? Is it used as a painkiller? Can it stop cuts from bleeding? Okay, so can it be used as an antiseptic? So when we need something to clean a wound, can we use it as an antiseptic? Can we use it to treat digestion problems? So can we consume it to treat our digestion aches and pains? Can we use it as a painkiller? Or can we use it to stop cuts from bleeding too heavily? This is a tough one, I think. Okay, but do we all have an answer? Okay, right, let's go in for the drum roll then. What's the answer? The answer to this one is, in fact, all of them are correct. So sorry about that. Another slight trick question. But there's just a bit of feedback going on there. But incredibly well done if you've got all of those. I think the point here is there are some pretty cool plants out there, aren't there, that can really solve many, many problems for us. And that is clearly one of those super plants that has enormous benefits for humanity. So there we go. All right. Round 4, celebrating Wales and Lesotho. And I really hope for our friends in Lesotho that I have researched some good questions for you. So I'm looking for some thumbs up, okay, as well from everyone. Hopefully this will be a good round for Wales and Lesotho. Okay, so let's learn some facts about both of our countries. So here we've got a map of where we can find both of our countries. Okay, so we've got Wales up top there, Lesotho down the bottom there. Okay, so moving on. Where is Lesotho located on this map of Africa? So we're sort of aiming this, I suppose, at our Welsh friends, because I'm obviously going to be an easy one for you guys down there in Africa. So here we go. Is it A, look on the map, B, C, or D? So where do you think Lesotho is located on this map of Africa? Okay, here we go in for the drum roll. The answer is D. So D is showing the location of Lesotho. Can we get some thumbs up in Lesotho and a big wave? Woo! Okay. A, Botswana, B, Zimbabwe, and C, Zambia. Okay, so there we are, the first round of our Wales and Lesotho quiz. Okay, now which country is largest? Okay, Wales or Lesotho? Okay, is it A, Wales is larger than Lesotho? Or is it B, Lesotho is larger than Wales? Okay, so here we go. In for the drum roll. Okay, so here we go. The area of Wales, 20,779 kilometers squared. And Lesotho, the area is 30,355 kilometers squared. So there isn't much in it, which is a fantastic kind of partnership. Lesotho is just bigger than Wales, but they're almost the same size, which is fantastic. Okay. So some very rare footprints of an extremely large meat-eating dinosaur were discovered in Lesotho, and they were found in only one other country in the world. Okay, so an extremely rare large meat-eating dinosaur. The footprints were discovered in Lesotho and only one other country in the world. Is it A, China? Is it B, Poland? Is it C, Mexico? Or is it D, France? Okay, what do we think there? China, Poland, Mexico, or France? Okay, let's go in for the answer. The answer is Poland. So only Poland and only Lesotho have found evidence of this large meat-eating dinosaur. Okay, next question. So, okay, so nice. Let's take in that picture, that very kind of mountainous landscape. Lesotho is a very mountainous country, and it's often called the Switzerland of Africa. So how much of the country is covered in mountains? Is it A, a quarter? Is it B, a half? Is it C, 2/3, or D, 3/4? Okay, so the Switzerland of Africa, a country very mountainous. Is it a quarter, a half, 2/3, or 3/4 of the landscape covered in mountains? Okay, do we have an answer? Are we ready? Okay, the answer is 2/3 of Lesotho is mountainous, and actually it has the highest low point of any country in the world. So actually it's located sort of in a very high up, and its lowest point is higher than any other country in the world. Okay, so there we are, some facts about Lesotho and Wales, and that is the end of the quiz. I don't know how best it might be to feedback on answers. Maybe we can get some comments back, Polly, or maybe if you want to take over, or I'm not sure how you want to do, but it would be lovely to hear how you all got on the quiz.
Thanks, Nikki. If you stop sharing your screen, we can get all the screens up.
Okay, fabulous.
We've got lots of people here now, and most people's microphones are working. Well done. Thank you, Nikki, so much. There was some wonderful questions there. If people want to put their cameras on, we can get a little bit of feedback, because also I'd like to just check in who is here. So before I do that, Nikki, do you want to ask if anyone's got a certain number of scores maybe?
That would be, yeah, that would be great. Do you know how many, that's a really good question. Let me check. How many was our quiz out of? I better just check that. Hang on, what did we have in each round? We had 1, 2, 3.
Just while you're doing that, Nikki, Alex School is saying there were 16 questions, I think, or that they got 16.
Okay, brilliant. So we would have had in the first round then. So in the first round, we had the frog question, the proboscis monkey, 2, 3, the ocelot, 4, the glass-winged butterfly. Okay, so in round 1, did anyone get 4 out of 4 can we have a show of hands if you got 4 out of 4? Some schools don't have cameras on, so forgive me if I cannot see you waving your hands. Oh, I can see some hands down there waving. I've got the name of Dave Hall. So did you do well? Did you get 4 out of 4? And Tina Wen, I can also see some thumbs up. Brilliant, well done. It looks like we did pretty well on that first round. So anyone get 3 out of 4? We get some 3 up. Okay, I can see Gladys Moore's hands up. Well done. Some tricky questions in there. Okay, so awesome. Well done for all of that. Okay, you've all done brilliantly. 2 out of 4, a very respectable score as well. Good, I can see your hands up. 1 out of 4. Okay, oh, brilliant. Do you know, I think they're all fantastic results there. So well done. I know Nigel, who prepared this quiz, does a tricky quiz. So, okay, so on the next round, we had the jaguar, we had the okapi and the anteater and the Honduran bat. So again, another round of 4. How did we do on round 2, our friends? 4 out of 4? Anyone coming in 4 out of 4? Oh, I can see lots of waving. Good. Okay, some 3s out of 4.
Oh,
good. I can see a 3. Yeah, I can see a 3. Good. 2 out of 4. Yeah, excellent. Okay, well done, Tini Wen. Well done, year 6B, I can see. And 1 out of 4. Yeah, awesome. Well done. That's brilliant. Okay. Let's see. I think it was plants was the next round, wasn't it? Which is, you know, it's never an easy round with plants. We're all more familiar, I think, with our animals than we are with plants. So what do we have? 4 again. Okay, so let's go. Who got 4 out of 4 on the plants? Oh, I can see a hand up. That's excellent. Oh, I can see lots of hands up. Well done. That's really good work. Okay. Did anyone know about that Rafflesia plant? Oh, I can see a 4. Well done, Alan School. The Rafflesia. Anyone actually, who would be brave enough to smell the world's smelliest flower if they had the chance? Would you all be brave enough? I think I'd go for it if I could. Are very rare. These Rafflesias are very rare when they bloom. So I think I'd go for it. Well done. And I was actually blown away by that plant that could solve all of those medicinal problems. I mean, that's incredible. I think we need to give a big cheer for the world's plants that I think are the unsung heroes of planet Earth, doing all of these wonderful things for us. So a big cheers to our plants, our plant army out there that's got our backs. Okay, and then the Lesotho quiz. How did we do on the Lesotho quiz? Did we know the answers to those questions? Should we say who got 4 out of 4? Or did we have 4 questions in there? I think possibly 3, 4. Who got 4 out of 4? Did anyone know the dinosaur question? Did we? I cannot see. I our friends in Lesotho. I've got some screens for. Have I got any screens on for Lesotho? I would love to know what your thoughts are on that dinosaur. That looked incredibly exciting. Okay, I can see Lesotho. Yeah, fabulous. Yeah, and how did everyone? So did anyone get 4 out of 4 for that quiz?
Croy scores, like they're kind of waving there.
Yeah, brilliant. Well done. 3 out of 4. Awesome. I can see the hands up. Brilliant. And 2. Anyone get 2? Fantastic. I can see some hands up. And 1. Oh, you've all got fantastic knowledge of your partners there. So that's brilliant. Well done. Okay, well, I think that completes the quiz. It's very hard for me to see if there were any kind of schools coming in with 4 in every round. But I think actually we're going to celebrate every single school that took part in that, because you've clearly all done brilliantly. You all had your hands up, getting involved, and that's what it's all about. And hopefully we've all learned something. I know I certainly have learned something as well, which is brilliant. I go each day hoping to learn new things, so I'm really pleased about that. And it's been a really exciting for me to also see the window into the classes in Lesotho as well. I mean, that doesn't happen every day, so I'm really pleased to have been able to take part in this. And I think you've got a really exciting morning ahead of you.
Thank you, Nikki. Oh,
My pleasure.
If we are on camera, guys, can we give a round of applause or a round of applause for Nikki there? If you're not on camera, maybe your teacher can click the little reaction with a thumbs up or a round of applause, because that was fantastic. It's not easy doing a quiz online, but we've all changed our way of working, and that was brilliant, Nikki. Thank you so much. Now, before I do a quick check-in of who is here, I want to check to see if anybody from Lesotho has seen the dinosaur footprints in Kuting. So anybody from Lesotho, if you want to unmute and tell me if you've seen those dinosaur footprints. I know there are some in Kuting, and I did see one of the schools, two of the schools actually here are from Kuting, I think. So please feel free to unmute and tell us something if you can. We got Madichaba from Pahameng. Are you there? I think Mefosi is there too, but her audio is not working. Okay, we'll give you a second. There's always a slight delay, folks. Oh, I can see Mefosi now. Can you hear me, Mefosi? Yeah? I'm not sure if she can. Okay, we're going to have a few technical issues today, guys. We might have a few delays in bits of information, but we are.
Yes, we can. And if I'm with Mefosi, we can.
Ah, wonderful. Tell us a little bit.
We are from Trinity Primary School.
Oh, go ahead, tell us a little bit about the dinosaur footprint. Morapedi from Holy Trinity, can you tell us a little bit about dinosaur footprints? Okay, but maybe we come back to that later. Okay, so we've got lots to share this morning. We've got a short window where I've got some prepared presentations to share, and then hopefully some of you can unmute and put your videos on and tell us a little bit more about your success stories. But we're all here because you have all been working on the Connecting Classrooms Through Global Learning project, and in some way you have been involved in tree planting, which is amazing. And we have managed to use the funding from the project for lots of schools in Lesotho to plant trees in their school grounds. And this week is UK Tree Planting Week, because in the UK, it is the best time for certain trees to be planted in November. And so there's lots of activities going on all around the UK to celebrate that. There is an actual tree planting day and week in Lesotho, but it's at a different time of the year. And the reason it's a different time of the year is obviously they're the other side of the world and they've got different seasons to us. But they have been able to plant their trees in October. And so today is all about really celebrating the amazing work that's been going on. Now, before I do a quick check-in, I just want to double check as well, because Alan School, we're going to do a little bit of hello from their actual trees. So let me know, guys, if you can do that, if you want to go outside to your trees in your school grounds. And then when you're ready, let me know. But from what I can see we've got, I'm going to do a quick run of schools. We've got Penryn Dewi, we've got Glanamore, we've got Allen School, we've got Ninian Park, we've got Herbert Thompson, Croesgoch, Mashweshwe 2, we've got Machlon Yen, we've got Hendra, Pahameng, we've got St. Joseph's, we've got Ysgol Plasmawr, Holy Trinity, Tinnerwern, we've got Mount Royal, and I've got a few others who I don't know because you come in as names. So if I haven't mentioned your school name, please unmute and tell me who you are. And welcome to Kenneth Dunn as well, our friend from Africa's Gift. Hi, and Tate, how are you?
Good. Very good morning
Hello.
to you.
Welcome. Okay, so which schools haven't I mentioned? Oh, we got Rantoto, and we got Methlangyeng, We've got Cobblestone.
Brindiva.
Oh, sorry, Brindiva. I know you so well.
That's Koro Koro.
Oh, we got Korokoro, St. Joseph's Korokoro. Welcome, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else I haven't mentioned? I don't want to miss anybody. If you can't unmute, you can always pop it in the chat. But I think we are going to get cracking. Anything from Alan School? We're going to go up to the trees now. Okay, let me know, Alan School, when you're there, and then we will cut to you guys.
I can see the trees now.
Mahomelo horse, say that again? Say that again? Oh, I think I'm going to mute you. Okay, guys, let's stay muted unless I ask for people to share something. Okay, let me share my screen. And I've got a few wonderful video clips to share with you. We are recording, folks, just as a reminder. Bear with me. Oh, my technology is a bit struggling today. But like I said, we are doing this as part of UK Tree Planting Week. But also, as we're coming to the end of our project, it's really, really important that we share and celebrate. So for those of you that are on social media, please use the hashtag Plant for Our Future and tag Dolan and Schools British for the British Council Connecting Classrooms project as well. And this wonderful photo here is at Mashway too, who are here on the call as well. All right, so we've got a few presentations, we've got a film, and we've got some feedback coming back from some different schools in Lesotho and Wales from 2 different clusters. And then closing remarks, I'm going to open this up. And if people need to head off at 10:30, they can. But if people want to stay and share their stories, and not to put Ken on the spot, but he's just come back from Lesotho. So if you want to share anything, Ken, at the end, that would be wonderful. Okay, so first up is our superstar, Mr. Manyane. So Ntate Manyane is our in-country project manager in Lesotho, and none of this would have been possible without him. So I'm just going to let you listen to him tell us about the tree purchasing and distribution.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Manyane. I currently work as the in-country program manager for the Lesotho Wales Link. I was part of the tree project from its inception with Mayor Sharon, who is based in Wales, our head office. My involvement in the whole project was purchasing of the fruit trees from one Mr. Tamai, who is based in Nazareth in the Maseru district. Distribution of the fruit trees, different varieties for that matter, apples, apricot, and peaches. I distributed the fruit trees to Tabateka schools, Maseru schools, Mafetin schools, and Kutin schools. It was quite an exciting moment in relation to the distribution, for the fact that some of the schools were a little bit far, so I could not reach some of those schools. I had to leave the fruit trees in some nearby schools. The project, I think it has been quite a good success, which we need to give ourselves, the entire team, teachers, children, the Lesotho team, the Wales team, a big hand of applause. The person who gave us the trees, or whom we bought the trees from, Mr. Tamai, is quite a prominent person in terms of fruit tree production in the entire country. Indeed, he's into fruit tree production. He's into fruits directly, different types of fruits for that matter also, apples, pears. He's also producing wine. So I think we have secured these fruit trees from quite a reputable person, whom we can also give a big hand of applause in terms of giving us quality fruit trees. To all the schools, let's keep those trees alive so that we are able to produce fruits fresh, or we can also try those fruits, which is quite an exciting moment in the next 1 year when they begin their production. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, and Manyane. And I know we would love to see that progress. And even though the funding for this project is finishing, obviously your partnerships are going to continue and sharing that progress of the trees, but also how you care for them, how you nurture them. And as Manyane just said, possibly using the fruits in other ways. So you could be drying them, you could be jarring them, you know, letting us know and sharing that learning is going to be really, really important part of your partnerships with Wales and the pupils there. Now, I had this wonderful little video this morning from Rainforest Primary School. I'm going to share this, hopefully the audio, which is going to tell us why it's so important to plant trees. Paul, I can see there's a few people in the waiting room, if you don't mind letting them in. Fab. Okay.
Hi, my name is Nathan. My second is trees are plants in throughout the life. Process that all plants share, like giving out oxygen and taking in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This helps in the reduction of greenhouse gases and helps in maintaining the good climate. Trees, on the other hand, give us food to reduce poverty since we sell and eat food. As for protection, they control soil erosion and protect our houses from strong wind that could blow the houses. Tree planting is fun and exercising because when we plant trees, we use our bodies. I advise people to plant trees for the maintenance of green environment, good health and better life.
Wonderful. What amazing summary that is. We're touching on the science, we're touching on the reason that we are all here, and we're understanding how we can all contribute to the Sustainable Development Goals, and we're looking at how we can affect the zero hunger, and trying to reduce poverty, but all importantly as well, climate action and binding the soil to stop soil erosion. So thank you, Ausi from Rantoto. That was amazing up in rural Tabateka. Now we're going to jump live to Alan School. Emma, are you there? If you want to put your camera on, we hopefully will hear from the pupils there at the real trees in the windy North Wales. Hello, Miss.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Barada. So my name is Miss McIntyre and I'm a teacher at Allen School. I'm now passing over to the pupils. Oh, sorry.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to Windy Wales.
I'm Sam.
We'll introduce ourselves.
I'm Phoebe.
I'm Heather.
I'm Tia.
I'm Sam.
And we've planted some trees as part of the Link project. So earlier this year, we received 19 trees from local businesses and North Wales Wildlife Trust. They're on our school site, behind the car park and at the front of the school along the main pathway.
We're planting these trees because global warming occurs when temperatures of the earth increase because of gases such as carbon dioxide, which prevent heat from escaping from the atmosphere. It has been linked to extreme weather conditions and harmful effects on wildlife. Planting trees helps to combat climate change. Trees soak up carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, acting as carbon sinks, and using photosynthesis to convert the gas to glucose and oxygen. Did you know that broadleaf tree species, such as oak, beech, and maple, are best because they have large surface area of leaves, which generate more photosynthesis, whereas conifers absorbs more heat?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Miss McIntyre. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
So Alan School and to Pahameng in Kuting. I felt like we had roving reporters there battling the climate. That was wonderful. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm going to go back to my slideshow now and share my next little bit of presentation.
Good morning, everybody. My name is
Not that one. Next slide. Next slide. There we go. Right. So the wonderful Polly has put together a video capturing so much footage that we've had from Lesotho and Wales. So I'm just going to show you our little summary film. Let me know, Polly, if there's an issue with this. Oh, hang on.
Sharon, it's not playing. I can hear it in the background, but it's not playing.
Oh, let me try again. I can hear it in the background as well. I think what's happened is opened on another screen. Just bear with me, guys.
And just to let you know, Kai have joined us now.
Thank you. Wonderful. It wouldn't be a Zoom session, folks, without technical hitches. Right, can you see that now?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, make sure everyone's muted, please.
Yeah.
Make sure you're muted, guys, please.
I can't hear it, unfortunately, for some reason.
Sorry, guys. Okay, we're going to start again. Polly, maybe you want to share it from your device if you can.
I'll have a go. I don't know if I'll have any better success. If not, we'll go over to.
We can watch it without the sound, though. I am going to mute everybody, though. So, Paul, you need to unmute shortly, okay? If we stay muted, everybody, because sound might be a problem. And if you're going to speak at some point, then you can unmute, okay? We'll try another time. If not, we can play it without the volume. It is playing, but it's just very low. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, the sound's quiet, but that's fine.
Travels to the land of mountains, gathering momentum, this way to the sea. Nature's adventure.
Can you make sure you're muted, please?
What?
Ray too. Can you make sure you're muted, please?
This is our tree for Lesotho and it'll be here forever. Sumai,
contributed 214. In Wales, we have grade 1, 2, 3, and 4 contributed 105.
You should make sure that there is a P in each hole, okay? No, there is already a P here. Not 2 P's in a hole. Just 1 P, okay?
Wonderful. Sorry about the sound there, guys. I think because there's so many of us on the call, it all got a little bit too busy and it was a bit delayed, but I will be sharing that video on our YouTube channel, so you can use that with some of your classes and show your learners, because it has been hugely successful and it wouldn't have happened without the funding from the British Council, but it wouldn't have happened without you guys being so committed and putting all that hard work into planting, and Mr. Magnani and our wonderful farmer, Mr. Tamai, for getting those trees in the first place. So well done, everybody. It's awesome work indeed. Okay, I've got a few more presentations and we're going to go live over to Coed Kai in Llanelli shortly, but I'm going to go to my little video from Mashwe 2 and Ysgol Plasmawr, a long-standing partnership and what they've been doing in relation to their project and trees. So hopefully the tech will work for me this time.
As the head girl of Ysgol Plasmawr, it is a pleasure in being part of the CCGL project and the continued link with our sister school Moshoashu 2. Thank you for the opportunity to speak at the celebration of the project today.
Focusing on well-being between the two countries during such a challenging period has been important to ensure the health of all students. The opportunity to share how the pandemic has affected Lesotho students was especially important for us to realise the challenges faced by all students. It is a pleasure to receive the plaque in school to celebrate the special link we have between Lesotho and Wales. The plaque will take a special place on our wall in the Sixth Form Centre, where we are presently developing a display with memories of our special visits to Lesotho over the years. Seeing Moshoashu 2 placing the plaque on the school wall and planting the tree to remember the special contribution of Mir Ellen Boyle and Mir Mapisto Malai is especially moving.
It is hard to imagine that when students from Plasmawr returned from our visit in February 2020, that we would be hit with a lockdown within the month. Despite the challenges of virtual teaching from home, we have managed to raise awareness within our school community of well-being in Wales and Lesotho.
Students that returned in February 2020 prepared presentations for primary schools as part of the project, which was also shared with our cluster schools. They presented a reflection of their visit to schools in Lesotho.
Hearing an assembly with the whole school was especially effective in raising awareness of the country and our sister school Moshoashu 2.
The assembly was to launch a globe group, but last year many of the past students returned to the school as classroom assistants, and they took part in question and answer sessions within the group.
Within our Year 7 and 8 health and wellbeing lessons, we completed the unit on Lesotho by launching the poster competition as part of the plaque presentation.
It was an opportunity for the students to show that they'd learned about Lesotho's history, culture and language, while also focusing on the theme of well-being.
As a school, we are looking forward to maintaining the link with the students of Moshoashu 2 in the future by having students from both schools to keep in contact. Many thanks. Diolch yn fawr. Ceir labor.
Thank you, guys. Excellent presentation. Just going to go straight over now to Mashwe 2's presentation.
SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. SDGs SDGs help us to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all by addressing the global challenges we face. For example, climate change, poverty and environmental degradation. There are a total of 17 SDGs. Our main focus will be on SDG number 3, which is good health and well-being. Each and every country in the whole world has to ensure healthy life for all ages. That is by first, fighting communicable diseases. Second, reduce mortality and promote mental health. Third, reduce illness and death from hazardous chemical and pollution. Fourth, reduce maternal mortality.
What is this climate change? Climate change is shift in temperature and weather patterns. What causes this climate change? By burning fossil fuels which produce heat, trapping or greenhouse effects. Examples are deforestation, which is cutting down trees, fossil fuel and fertilizers to generate wind. How does climate change affect us? By causing floods that kill people and animals and hot temperatures. And by severe storms that destroy buildings and plants, trying to cause poverty and hunger.
Looking down at our valley, there's something amazing, tall and green, that is very useful to our lives. It is called trees. They make our valley green and beautiful, as if there's no crime. Not only important to people, but also to the animals. The importance of trees to the people. They keep us warm. They protect our homes during heavy winds that can lead to homeless. They bear food for us. To the animal, they are homes of the birds and provide them with food. They are food of the wildlife, such as monkeys, elephants, and the giraffes. Trees are useful. Let us protect them from the things that can destroy them.
Okay, thank you guys. Wonderful presentations. I know Ms. Shui too were feeling a little bit nervous about theirs, thinking it wasn't good enough, but I think that was really clear and wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay, can we move to Coed Kai School? Miss Colburn, are you there? Do you want to pop your screen on? If you are, wonderful. Let me put you on speaker view. Hi guys, how are you?
Hi, guys. Thank you.
Good, over to you.
With our partnership with St. Joseph's High School in Lesotho, we did the WWS Virtual Forest of Promises. Our Year 7s thoroughly enjoyed making promises and making a tree and then putting it up for everyone to help climate action.
Yeah. Okay. We've sent them a range of fruit trees. I believe it was peach and apple trees. And we've really enjoyed watching the pupils plant and look after them through short videos that we've been sending back and forth to each other through WhatsApp. And it's been absolutely amazing and also really eye-opening to see the difference between their schools and ours and just the land and how everything runs. It's been really just cool to see the differences. We're also having a plaque put in our peace garden to commemorate the relationship, and it'll have a tree as its grand centerpiece.
Wonderful, that's fantastic. Thank you guys, and thank you for breaking rules and joining Zoom in school. We won't tell anybody.
Special permission.
Good. Okay, thank you guys. Now before I move to your part of the school, Malcolm Mahello, I'm going to come back to you very shortly, only because Ken Dunn has to.
Okay, hello, thank you.
Oh, hang on, let me get to my gallery view. I just want to hear really quickly from Ken before he has to go, and then we'll come back to St. Joseph's, okay? So Ken, just a quick check-in to tell us how your Lesotho visit was and all things trees and climate change in your world. Do you want to unmute? Oh.
Mute.
There
Thank
we go.
you. Borada and Dumalang Bommen Dade Buti, greetings from South Yorkshire. And I've just returned. I've managed to get back into the country before everything was closed down. I went to the beautiful Malaya Valley where where is my second home now, and the trees are fantastic. I visited the tree that Prince Seso and Princess Mabareng planted, and they are growing beautifully. They are peach trees. I actually went to Matsieng, but I didn't pop into the school. I was actually doing surveys with people there on the use of the cooking bag, because I actually took the cooking bag up to a fringe event at COP, and I was dressed as a Masutu. I had my blanket and my hat, and I was shouting about Lesotho, save Lesotho soils, stop Lesotho from inhaling all the smoke. So I was flying the flag for Lesotho, and I'm delighted to say that I was invited down to Newport in South Wales just last weekend to actually share the work that we're doing to a lot of teachers in the NESWT down there in beautiful Celtic Manor Resort. So and actually, let me just say that this project need not stop. This project must continue. And if there are any of you that are in your schools in Wales that actually want to go to Lesotho, get in touch with this little hairy guy in South Yorkshire, and we can actually make that journey. Can you see the footsteps behind me on the donkey? You can actually be going to Lesotho and actually coming together, because when we come together, magic happens. Keliboha.
Keliboha, Ken, thank you so much. I put Ken on the spot, but many of you remember him from our Earth Day workshops we did in April. And for those of you in Lesotho who don't know Ken, he is the founder and director of a charity called Africa's Gift and does some amazing work. So I will share website and social media links with you all. Okay, thank you. So over to St. Joseph's High School. If you could unmute, guys, I know you want to share an update from your side.
Okay, hello, May Sharon and everyone. I think today is becoming such a joyous day for each and every one of us here. You can see behind me learners who are just coming in and they want to watch what is happening. For almost all of them, it's the first experience and they're becoming more and more excited, and the enthusiasm is very much high today. And I do hope that the partnerships throughout the country and with the schools in Wales is going to go a very long way. Thank you, May.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye, May.
Okay.
I would just want to say a special thank you to St. Joseph's, because they have been doing some amazing work on the SDGs, and I've got lots of exciting video footage to share, and I'll be putting that on our YouTube channel, and I'll be making a blog on our website, guys, as well, based on today's event. But we are at 10:30, so I know some of you might need to leave. If you are going to go now, please keep up the good work. You've been doing amazing partnership work and exploring global learning together. Keep it going. We'll have another celebration in January where we look at the wider projects, not just SDG 13 and the trees. But if you have to go now, thank you for joining. If you are staying and anybody else wants to share, please let me know. So if anybody wants to share any of their project success or anything to do with their tree planting, you can do that. The floor is yours now for the next 5 minutes. Just give us a wave or unmute and we will let you speak.
No.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Glenamore. Are you staying? Are you going? Are you speaking?
We are going.
Okay, thanks for joining us, guys. As always, you're brilliant.
In the classroom. We're going.
Okay, I can see some of St. Joseph's people there now. Hi, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Jules, thank you.
All right, if nobody else is going to speak, I'm going to share one last little poem with you that has come from our school. And if you need to leave, then so be it. But if not, after the poem, we'll do a photograph and then we'll close the session. Okay. Bear with Okay, Polly, could you possibly mute anybody? Thank you. Okay.
My name is I'm going to for a while.
Okay, I think I've been muted, Polly. Sorry, our technical issues then. When we mute everybody, it mutes literally everybody.
Sorry,
Right.
I put to ask you to unmute, but for some reason it put it on somebody else. Try again, Sharon. Should be okay.
Well, we'll come back to it because I think, do Mishweshwe too want to say a few words? I know your hand is up. And Tati Machlabi, anybody from, did you want to say anything? Ninian Park are giving us a wave. Hi, Ninian Park. Are you going? Thanks for coming. Hi, Mishweshwe too. Did you want to say anything this morning?
Finally hear
Yes,
us.
please. Yes, we can hear
Can
you.
finally hear us.
I'm so
We've been
sorry
having
about issues.
problem here with the linkage, but we have got us. I have got the crew here which was assisting us with the tree planting and the whole exercise. The only thing is that the challenge that we are going through right now is that they are going through the exams. So we have been all over the place. Actually getting them to come here, it is quite a headache. But here I've managed to get a few of them to come along and say hello and to thank you very much for the assistance and those trees that have been supplied from Shosho too. And one thing for sure is we want to maintain this link. We are very excited about it, and we can certainly assure you, the whole not out there, we can assure you that next
Of course you can. Yes, sorry, I'm
we
just
definitely will
moving.
be.
Go ahead, Tati.
Hello.
We can still hear you. It's fine. You go
Yes,
ahead. I'm going to
we
mute Sharon for a minute while she's moving. We can still hear you.
Oh, excellent. We are assuring you that next year, definitely things are going to be much, much better than this year. It is just that we started preparing for everything a bit too late, but definitely next year when we come back, everything is going to be much, much better than here. We certainly hope that on your side also, we are going to be operating smoothly. Can you assure us about that?
I think your
And
partnership will go
certainly
from strength to strength anyway, and Tate. I'm just very glad that you have been able to be involved despite the challenges.
Yes, ma'am. And also, I have not really been alone. Ms. Pofan is here next to me. She has to also say something to you.
Hi. Hello, May.
Hello.
Thank you, May, for helping and working with the students.
For the opportunity granted to us. We enjoyed very much all the activity and everything that we are given. Thank you very much.
Good. And I'm sure Plasma will be looking forward to hearing from you as well. They were here this morning, but they've gone now. Okay,
most
guys.
Definitely. Hey, they can say something to you.
Okay, go on.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
You're welcome, guys. The work has been done by you. I can see you've been engaging in the learning and sharing with us your progress. So thank you to you. Okay, I'm going to mute you now, folks. Thank you. Right. Okay, wonderful. Anybody else before we close? We've gone over time, but I'm more than happy if anybody else wants to share anything. If not, we'll go out with that wonderful poem that we just started sharing. Okay, let me share my screen and we'll finish with the poem.
My name is Tatomaki. I'm going to talk about our beautiful world. Our world, quite a mystery, a journey that never ends. Inexplicable beauty surrounds us. We look and what we do see, the high flowing waters, guided by storms, reflecting the azure blue sky, the high reaching mountains, guided by peaks, touching the white clouds, the high rising forests, guided by trees, climbing the steep green slopes, the high swirling wind, guided by currents, chime the dry dust land, the high mountain sun, guiding the air, spreading its lights east to west. Our world is a mystery, a journey that never ends. Inexplicable beauty surrounds us. We look, and that is what we do see.
Well done. What a way to finish our beautiful planet. We are here to protect it. It is our duty, it is our responsibility, and we need to do it now. It is not something that we wait for. So well done, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. If you would like our obligatory Zoom selfie, put your screen on and I can take a quick picture and we can share it on our social media channels as well. So just wait if anybody wants to put their cameras on. Wonderful. Oh, and Tata, you've managed to join. That's good. We've got Penryn Dewi. Anybody else? May Fosie, pop your camera back on. Medineo, see if you can. Pusletso, hello, May. Wonderful. Right. Anybody else? Medineo, can you put your camera on? Okay, right. So Welsh schools, we're going to learn a little bit of Sesotho now, and we're going to say smile, which is le shilly shilly. Does it translate as smile? I always say it anyway, but I think that's right. Okay, after 3, so it's le shilly shilly. 1, 2, 3, le shilly shilly. Excellent. Hey, right. Let me do one more as well. Okay, might want to sort your hair out. I'm going to take my glasses off for this one. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. It's been an absolute pleasure, folks, working with you all. Oops, hang on. My tech has gone crazy again. It's been a wonderful session this morning. It's been a wonderful project. It doesn't end just because the funding's ending. We will continue, and my role as Dolan will be continuing to support your partnerships. So let's keep up the good work. Have a good day.
Good work. Have a good day.
Good everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.